Hi, Virgo. This is Just with your mid-May 2016 reading. I hope you guys had an enjoyable May. Let's get into your reading. So I see that for some of you, there was an ending, and I feel like for some of you, you are at the point where you said, you know what, this has to end, or it ended. And your mindset was, I don't know exactly what all happened or why it all has happened, but I know it ended and I'm moving forward. Okay. But I feel like even in moving forward, you're still battling with this sense of not necessarily regret, but there's a sense of isolation and a sense of hopelessness. Okay. And I feel like some of you are isolating yourself from this situation that has ended. And as a remedy, you've decided to kind of like really focus on work. And I'm not talking about just actually physically getting up and going to a job. This could be your own business. This could be, working around your home, just busying yourself. Finding something to really occupy your mind, but for most of you, it will be an actual job setting where you're gaining work. Some of you could have just started a job, and that's taken up a lot of your day-to-day focus. But for others of you, I feel like you're purposely finding things to kind of busy yourself, because mentally, I feel like you guys are in this place of just feeling a bit depressed, feeling a bit confused about what exactly brought the situation to an end. I don't feel like some of you are really clear on that. And being ruled by a mercurial planet, such as yourself, and with Mercury being retrograde, it's kind of weighing heavy on you on a mental level as far as this ending situation that you just haven't gotten all the answers that you either was looking for or that you didn't even waste time trying to look for. But now you're trying to piece together and you're finding it very hard to do that. So you guys are working very hard right now. You're working a lot. And for those of you that this relates to, that is giving you a sense of balance. Okay, that's allowing you to have a sense of balance in your life by focusing on working and doing other things that you kind of need to cross off of your list, if you will. Now, there could be someone that is coming in trying to, shower you with, terms of endearment and text messages and phone calls and inviting you on dates. So there's someone that's interested, or could be people that are interested. And I don't believe that this person is relatable to the circumstance that ended. But I don't necessarily see you engaging in it. It doesn't seem to me that you are thinking in that direction. And even if you are entertaining phone calls or even maybe going out with a couple of people, I feel that you're being very curt, you're being very direct, and you're being very black and white. Okay, there's no fuzziness going on with you right now. The advice here is for you guys to, and I'm focusing on this specific circumstance for those of you that this resonates with. So the advice is for you guys to restore your belief and your faith. Like, if you feel like, you know what, I believe that this needed to end or it just ended, and I felt very strongly about my side of the situation, don't start second guessing yourself. Don't start to think otherwise because this person is very significant in your life, or you have this long-standing relationship, because I do know that for some Virgos that I know personally, long relationships, established relationships in their life are important to them. Very important, because, for Virgos, it's all about quality. It's not about quantity. So when you reach a level of acceptance to them, you're a quality person for them. And for that to end, it is devastating for some Virgos. It can be quite devastating. And they want to get a true understanding so that they can reconcile this ending, so that it makes sense that, you know what, I needed to take this person off this list. They have to go off the list. They just have to go, but you don't second guess that. It had to end. This could have been a relationship that was quite karmic, that you found yourself, as powerful as it was, that this person kind of just knocked you off your feet. At the same time, it was very draining and at times could be very toxic and negative. So be very honest with it, as you guys totally are, so that you can, restore your faith in this situation and stand by your own belief, so don't lose faith and hope in the situation. Restore that. That's the advice here. And I feel that you definitely will do that as time goes on. Now, toward the end of the month, for this particular circumstance, I see that you guys will be in a contemplative state. I feel that you guys will definitely be more in line to yourself, but there will be a circumstance in a situation. And I did mention this last week for you guys. So for those of you who have not experienced it, it might come during the full moon of Sagittarius, which is the 21st, I believe. It's the 21st of this month, which will be next week. But there will be something that happens that will kind of come out of nowhere. And it may give you a sense of disappointment. It may leave you a bit disappointed, about the situation, or you may have to separate from someone as a result of this situation coming about. So there could be a situation where you guys haven't particularly 100% ended a circumstance. For some of you out there, could have needed to be ended. It might have ended briefly. You guys gotten back together, as a lot of karmic relationships do. You might still be feeling a bit fuzzy, gray, unclear on the situation, but now you're like, you know what, I'm focusing on work. Some of you could have gotten a new job, could have, gotten a promotion, something that you really have to focus your energies toward. And this person could be trying everything that they can to get back in your good graces, or to get things back to the way that it was, because they probably can pick up that you're not exactly the same. And they don't have to pick up, because this is very strong that you're being very curt with either that person or new people in your life. And as a result, at the end of the month, it could be something that happens yet again that really gives you a sense of, we have to separate. Have to separate. We have to break up. I have to go my own way, or something that just really disappoints you. And I don't want to have to give anyone any type of message like this, but we all listen to this, to messages regarding energy, to see what's going on, to get some type of insight. Of course, none of this applies if it's not a true personal reading. I can't express enough, guys, how insignificant these readings are, truly, because it does not match up to who you are, your own energy. And until you get your own personal reading, you will not even understand the reality of the words that I speak. Because for those of you out there that listen to this, if you turn around and you get a reading the very next day, it's more than likely your reading will not match the reading you just heard. Trust me on that. I do it, and I've had it done, and general readings are not the exact same energy that's being picked up on one person as it relates to the ethers. That's the energy that you're picking up on the ethers, everyone's energy, So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Also, the way I'm seeing this situation is as it relates to work, I feel like there could have been a situation that has ended in the past, and I feel like you guys are moving forward. There could have been the same situation as it relates to work, career, or business venture that you have to move forward in. It's a bit rocky. It was a bit rough. And you don't have all the information, particularly if some of you guys had to move forward during the Mercury retrograde. I feel like it could have been a rough start, and there could be some things that you just don't know. And some of you kind of feeling like, I don't really know exactly everything about this company. I just don't feel 100% on board with this situation, but I'm going to move forward with it anyway. Okay, because you might be having a money problem for some of you. So you're like, listen, I don't really feel this job. I feel like they're doing some dirty dealings, or, some things I'm not clear about, but right now I have to move forward because I have to get my money right. Some of you could have went out of town. Money could be low. There could have been a crisis that you had to reconcile, and now you just have to work. Some of you are putting in overtime, double time, so that you can reconcile your financial portfolio and situation. And I feel like for you guys, it's more of a balance. Your mentality is just more balancing your financials so that life can get restored and balanced, as it were. Now I feel for some of you that are looking for new opportunities, there will be new opportunities that come your way, but again, with these new opportunities, it could be something. A lot of messages will be coming back, but not all of them are going to be something that you kind of want to get involved in. I think some of you are going to be like, yeah, no, thank you. So your intuition is going to be off the rails. For some of you, your dreams are going to be extremely telling. In this circumstance too, but just how you feel when you engage with others as it relates to business. Just sometimes, even for me, when I get an email or just even looking at something, I just get this automatic feeling. Go with that. Okay. Those things are very telling right now because the energies external to you are a bit premature. Okay. So people are promising a lot of things. They're saying a lot of things, but it's not mature enough. And so if you are feeling like you have a funny feeling and it's not necessarily positive, proceed with caution for some of you. But there are a lot of opportunities for you out there to engage with a new opportunity or to get feedback as it relates to job and career. Now, I feel like some of you guys need to focus on a more structured, well-known institution. Okay. So maybe these fly-by-nights, never heard of them, up and coming type of places may not be the best place, but those tried and true, corporate, not necessarily corporate, but institutionalized, federal, state, things that, have been around for a very long time, has a long tradition, long standing. Those are opportunities that you can move forward in. Again, it might be, a process that you have to go through, but you will get some feedback. And I would say that those would be a better position to look toward now, instead of looking at these companies that you kind of never heard of and these new startup companies and those types of things. Because toward the end of the month, again, as it relates to monies, I feel that you guys will be reviewing your money. You will be in an evaluation mode. You will still have a sense of getting back to yourself as it relates to money. So I don't necessarily see huge gains coming. I definitely see an opportunity for you guys to make more money just by working hard and focusing on a particular craft, putting in overtime, putting in a lot of work and that sort of thing. And you're doing that already, or you will definitely be doing that. But toward the end of the month, there will be something that happens that comes out of nowhere that may set you back. It may set you back. For me, it's more of a mental thing. So it could be discovering something about the company that you're working in. It could be a circumstance that you have has been made known to you, or something that you have to do that's a bit disappointing. On the flip side, some of you may have to act very quickly out of nowhere, and then it creates a separation. So you have to get up and travel somewhere. You have to get up and, do something out of your ordinary everyday thing to kind of fix a situation. So it doesn't have to be catastrophic. It could be something very simple. Like, I have to now go and do this. So now my daily routine has been upset, and then therefore I'm a bit disappointed by that. But there will be a sense of disappointment that comes with this circumstance that comes out of the blue for you guys. That is what I see for you guys. You can comment below. I'm more than interested to hear how this relates to you guys. So please leave me a comment below. You're more than welcome to click the like button if you don't have time for that, or you just feel like, I don't want to put my business out there. So you can just click the like button and subscribe, because I will be back next week to give you guys more in-depth information regarding this reading, because I even want to pull more cards to find out what's going on. But trust me, I have a lot of cards here already. So, I will be back next week, and I'm just going to pull a couple of cards, but this reading is more for, the rest of May into June. Okay. And that outcome can go all the way into, 3 months from now. So it's not something that could just happen within a week, 2 weeks. It can go on within 3 months. Okay. So again, guys, this is your reading. I hope it resonates with you. Comment below, click the like button, subscribe, and I will see you back here next week. Take care.